Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 5:30 starts now.
The death of George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery, and so many others has put a renewed spotlight on racial injustice. My conversation with three local women raising black children continues. More on what they say is critical in improving race relations and why they say raising colorblind children is actually a terrible idea. You often see well-meaning parents say they are raising their children to believe there is only one race, the human race. And while that may be true scientifically, many parents raising black and brown children don't believe that's a good idea because they say it dismisses what any person of color deals with. My conversation with three local women raising black children explains that, and they talk also more about the conversations they believe would help race relations in America. I think a lot of my friends are afraid to say, or they think it's right to say, I don't see color.
I just had this conversation with my 10-year-old this morning because she didn't understand why it was offensive, because she's had friends tell her that I don't see color. And I told her, I said, honey, it's important for them to see you. And it's a beautiful thing. I think very strongly that white parents need to have conversations with their children about what it means to have a black friend. Because as much as we all don't want to admit it, our black children's relationship with law enforcement is very different than theirs. So they need to understand that if they're ever riding their bike in downtown suburban Michigan, and the cops approach them, they're never to leave their black friend alone. And they are to always have a buddy system. And so I'm having these conversations with parents of my son's friends because I need to feel safe.
You know, to say that you don't see color is actually offensive because you need to acknowledge that we all have differences. It's just a matter if there are racist differences and not acknowledging that our experience in this country is very different than that of a white American.
The whole idea of white privilege, we're hearing that word a lot. It's not new, but it's offensive to a lot of white people.
Whether it's privilege or the systems that support white people that we can acknowledge are very different than how they support black people. If you're a data person, you can dive into the data. Black folks are 2 times more likely to die of diabetes. We are 7 times more likely to be incarcerated as an adult. We are 2 times more likely to have a health disparity. Black mothers are at much greater risk of dying during childbirth than white counterparts. So if you don't believe those things exist and that they're set up systematically to not aid black and brown families, then you don't understand it, so you have to acknowledge it. And I just think understanding that, yeah, maybe you don't believe you've benefited from white privilege, but that you certainly have not been burdened by racism.
My husband and my son ran every day up until Ahmaud Arbery was murdered. And they stopped running because I asked them to. My husband said, you know, I'll do it because I'll be with him. But I said, no, I won't be able to be comfortable with knowing you both are out there. So here's the message I'd like to relay, is that I don't want to hear that white people are uncomfortable anymore. We are living in discomfort every day. It is not comfortable for us to tell our 14-year-old sons that they can't go out and be 14-year-old boys. Because we're living in this very uncomfortable time. And not just this time, but it's been uncomfortable for a while.
And the last installment of my 4-part conversation airs tonight at 11. These ladies talk about the importance of voting, and not just in the big presidential elections, but in your local elections as well. Why they feel this moment is different than others, and how they're proud of the way Detroit is handling everything. So I hope you'll join me. Again, that's tonight at 11.